are being kept supported that way.
Yeah, there we go. I think now we are back. I'm not sure about the choppiness. Someone just let us know in chat. But other than that, yeah, I think the audio is fine again.
Yeah, so the qualifying has definitely started. I mean, it's going on. Obviously, Radhe Gupta with the pole. I mean, Aaradhya has been racing for a while. He's one of the fastest players on controller. And if you do want to get even more faster, you can check out our wheels on Racesims. So please do check that out. And we are followed by Patil, who's only a second off of Aaradhya. So yeah, we have a lot of drivers to watch out for. And last season we had an exciting race in Spa, a lot of chaos, a lot of overtakes, and I expect the very same here as well.
Well, we'll also, sorry to cut you off there, Daki. We have to, quickly, Nitro, yet again, the video itself is pretty choppy. So could you just check why that's happening? Because audio is completely fine now. But yeah, the stream is basically like a PP. So let's try and get that fixed. But yeah, hi everyone. Welcome to LMU. The whole, so DarkKnight over here, of course, gave a very nice intro, which unfortunately I don't think anyone was able to.
Oh no! Oh no! Not for the second time. Well, welcome to the IRC's LMU pre-season race. Tonight we are live from the beautiful, bumpy, suspension-destroying paradise that is Sebring. So, again, it's an exciting race. I'm joined with Swagger Turbo, and Nitro as a streamer. So it's going to be exciting. So, Swagger, what are your thoughts again on this track?
Well, as you said earlier, the track is very bumpy, and yeah, it is more of a survival race. So yeah, it's like overall track. I've raced it in AC, but yeah, I've never done it in LMU. So you probably have a better idea about this whole thing. And yeah, I've got a message saying that the stream is much more smoother now, which is a good sign. So we can get into the whole qualifying and the racing part, because right now we see Patil in P1, and I think that's Aaradhya Gupta who's in P2, just almost 6 tenths off of him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. What is it, Nitro? You can please go ahead. Oh yes, we do have Radhe Gupta. I mean, what a driver! One of the fastest on the controller. And if you do want to get even more quicker and you do want to upgrade to a wheel, please check out Racesims. They have incredible selection of wheels. And yeah, Patil, he did win the last race in last pre-season race in Spa. Really quick, new to the grid. And yeah, it's going to be an exciting race. It's one of those tracks where the racing line is optional and the bumps are mandatory. I mean, every time you go over a bump, it just shouts USA, USA. So yeah, what a track, what a legendary track. And yeah, I do have experience with the track. Like Swagger mentioned, it's crazy. There have been so many, chaos in our league race that happened here. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting pre-season race. And we only have about a minute of qualifying left. Unfortunately, we did have some technical difficulties, but yeah, we have the full stream, full race ahead of you.
Yeah, and we have, as you said, only under a minute left in qualifying, and Shakunt, out of nowhere, has set a 2 minute 3 second lap time, which is a pretty good lap by him. Just takes the pole from Patil, but of course he still might have yet another chance of maybe just one more lap. And most of the grid is on. I think they're just driving the McLaren, so might be the meta car for this track. And yeah, Patil again takes P1 away from Shakunt by almost 5 tenths of a second.
Yeah, it's just a back and forth, right? It's like Hamilton Verstappen but of GT racing. I mean, we did have a 1-2 for Patil and Shakunt of in Spa race. So yeah, I mean these both are really going for it, and obviously oxygen is on a controller as well. So it's good to see all these boys, regardless of what equipment they're using, they are able to pull out the lap times. So it's going to be exciting. Let's see how it goes because T1 is going to be chaotic. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how many people survive turn one as well. We've seen that at least in the main races, it's been pretty clean. There have been incidents, of course, but yeah, the last season it was pretty good racing and pretty close racing as well. Quite a lot of the times when we were commenting on it, we just could see drivers just being extremely close to each other and giving us a lot of really close racing overall. And yeah, it's like there are a lot of sections like the one we are on right now. We did see a great move in the last season as well. So yeah, I'm just waiting for this race to get started and see if we get those kind of moves yet again in a preseason now.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, one of the most, I think, one of the best places to overtake is at the final corner. You can go around the outside, you can go down the inside, but it is very bumpy. So, you need to be absolutely sure because a little mistake and, like you see, you can be very, very close to the wall. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting how these drivers tackle. And, one thing that we have learned in GT racing is that sure, qualifying does matter, track position does matter, but at the same time, if you are very, very consistent, no matter where you start, you're going to be up ahead. And we saw that, we saw Sandeep do that in the Spa race. He started further down and he made his way up. So, yeah, very, very exciting. And let's see what all the drivers have for us this race.
So while we wait for the race to get started, of course, these guys, especially from let's say the last season to this one now, we saw that Athul Bhaskar, who's in Lexus right now, he was leading the championship at least the last time we were out here in Sebring. So this time, of course, with the new season coming in, a lot of new drivers also getting into the fray, as well as a lot of the old guys just putting in the time into the game, and we can see that they've just gradually just getting better at the game. So a lot of learning that has gone on in the background, and yeah, it's a very very tight, I would say, grid for the season that's going to come up.
Yeah, I mean, we can see from P11 onwards till P15. I mean, it's just a tenth. It's that close, and obviously up ahead also. We can see how close within half a second the top three are. So yeah, it's interesting, and also another thing, Atul and Moto did have an incident here
Yep.
last season, and yeah, a bit controversial, but. Yeah, that's how exciting it is. They are quick, but they also have this urge to win, and sometimes it goes a bit over the limit, and we sometimes see mistakes or mostly unforced. No one wants to do it on purpose, and but the fun thing is we get to see the chaos and we get to enjoy the racing. So yeah, looking forward to the race, and we can see the grid lining up with a top three with Patil, Kapadia, Shakunt, and SK, Aradhya, and Atul as the top six. So, Swagger, who do you think is going to be leading into turn one?
Well, I'd say, Jacoma Patel is on. He has been pretty consistent with his coil laps as well. He's just been going faster and faster, and he does have the best spot to start with. P1, if you get a good start, you can avoid the carnage that might follow behind you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd say my money's on him. How about you?
I think my money's on Atul. I mean, Atul was very, very quick last season. It's just unfortunate what happened, but he was very quick in Spa as well. So yeah, I think I'll be watching out from him. And we have seen sometimes if you do not, if you are caught napping at the start, there's a chance that you can get overtaken. So hopefully all the drivers have a great start. We do have a clean turn one, but we also like to see chaos. So let's see what we have in store for us. And yeah, I guess my money is on Atul for this race.
Well, it's a pretty long list of drivers here. And yeah, 33rd, that's the last guy on the grid, is
Yep.
Nick Phoenix. So let's see how this start is gonna be.
Yeah.
With so many drivers there, yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, narrow track and a bumpy track at that. So yeah, it is definitely going to be fun.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a rolling start for this preseason race. I think even for the season we were just having rolling start. So yeah, just on the back straight now. Let's see what kind of starts these guys can have. Will they have a clean race even in the preseason? Just getting geared up for the main one, and you can see how bumpy the road is. The car's just
Yeah.
moving around quite a lot, and yeah, coming up to the main straight now. We are, I think, on the cam
I
is
think
on
there's
Motwani.
I think there's a bit. The scene is a bit choppy again. Maybe it's just the bumps that is causing it, but yeah, we'll have to check why that is the issue. And
Where there we go. That's the green light.
yeah. And,
Yeah, the green light is on, and I think that's Patel in P1 just holds the position on the inside. Shakun's right behind them as well. Both the McLarens going side by side, and there's a black screen.
Yep. Okay, and we are back again, and we can see Patil still leading after turn 1. It's a clean getaway for, I think, pretty much all the drivers. And yeah, we can see SK going over the grass a little bit. Yeah, it is very narrow. The cars are trying to get to the track position. And yeah, I guess we can see Aaradhya trying to go for a move down the inside, following very, very closely into the hairpin. Let's see if he can outbrake Faizan. He tries to go round the outside, but no, he's not able to do it, and he has to wait for a couple more.
I think Faizan has had a good start because he was behind Aaradhya, if I'm not wrong, and yeah, he's doing pretty well to just keep that position as of now, and that's a BMW right in front of him, I think, and yeah, Aaradhya going for a move down the inside, and there we go, that's a very clean move by him. We see a car going on the grass as well, but yeah, that just helped him gain 2 positions. I think now Aaradhya is back up to P6.
Sorry for the technical delays, but yeah, we are having some issues. Okay, so we are back. We are back again. We can see Aaradhya falling very close to SK. He's trying to make that move down the inside. Will he make it? No, he doesn't. And yeah, he has to follow SK into turn 1. I mean, the one thing is that, one is being much faster than the car ahead, and the other thing is to be right at the optimal line so that, you can make the overtake.
Oh yeah, definitely. You need to be a lot quicker, of course, than the car in front, but a move down the inside over here for Aaradhya. No, the door is shut, and yeah, he has to stay back, but this move is still on. He's down the inside, and the gap opens up for the Ferrari. You see?
Yeah, he takes the curve a little, but he still makes it stick. I mean, the curves are a bit of a death kind of situation here. It's a bit finicky, especially while driving these GT cars. Obviously, they don't carry the same amounts of downforce as a F1 car, but yeah, Aaradhya does make the move, and he's up to P5.
Yeah, he goes for a pretty aggressive move there, and yeah, with that pays off. He's just trying to use his pace to get the positions that he maybe lost and gain even more now. Of course, he's just in P5s and trying to get to Patil down to 4th. So Shakun is P1, Kapadia in P2, and Athul Bhaskar, who you're talking about, is in P3, and the gap between the top 2 is just under a second, so we might be seeing a race for P1 as well, maybe in a couple of laps time. But yeah, for now it's between the Ferrari of SK, and of course we had Faizan right behind just before the stream cut off. But yeah, it's like both of them also very close to each other, and we did see that SK was kind of far behind. I think he was falling back from Patil, and now yeah, Faizan has the chance to get the position back.
Yeah, exactly. And, Oxygen has been very, very quick. I mean, last season he was getting up to speed. Oh, and Faizan makes contact with SK, and that is a very poor decision. Unfortunate, but the racing has to go on, and I think that will be reviewed by the coordinators later. But yeah, now Faizan is down to P10 and he's under pressure from Afzan.
Well, both the Zans on track. We did see him very close to him.
Yeah.
Both Afzan and Faizan, both of them were very close in the quali as well. And yeah, now they're back very close to each other again in the race. So we see the red McLaren now just leading the other McLaren and the BMW in a pretty decent spot. As of now, there's not much of pressure from him. He's just maintaining his pace. And ooh, that's the curb you're talking about. I think he almost went off. He almost went into the grass as well, but well held. He did lose a bit of time to Bahuja in front, but looks like as of now, everyone just settling in. 33 cars. I cannot fathom that many cars, and I can't even see that many cars on track as of now. But yeah, this is going to be fun to see what happens towards the end of the race.
Yeah, and also, there is an incident. We see Deepak, and who is that? Is that Deepak has had an incident with Beamer, I believe. So we have missed that, but don't know what happened there. Maybe a slight contact, maybe some misjudgment, but nevertheless, Deepak is continuing. It seems like he has no damage. So yeah, I think that is that. And what I was talking about is how Patil was P1 and now he's P4. So he definitely did make some mistakes when the stream did cut off for a while. So yeah, I mean that shows how. Oh, and there is even no contact into the corner. That corner is very notorious because you've carried so much speeds and that understeer is very real and you go over the bump, you go a little bit on the grass and then you lose control. So yeah, he's kept it on track and now he is chasing Thomas in the Porsche.
Yeah, he's just in front of these guys. I think he should be okay for now because the guys at the back, again, they were having a few bits of scrap here and there. So he should try and focus on catching up to the guys in front. There's quite a bit of gap opening up in front of him as well. We did see towards the end of that shot that the guys in front are just slowly but surely eking the gap out. And yeah, as of now, just in 18th, not really, I would say, under pressure. Of course, if he makes a mistake, Bahuja is right there behind him. But as of now, just he has to focus and try to catch the guy in front rather than the guy in the middles.
Exactly, and yeah, talking about Shakun, who's also known by Oxygen. I mean, he has been getting quicker and quicker. I mean, last season for the season finale, he got a podium. He did a masterful fuel-saving strategy. He went on for extra lap and he did finish P2. So we did see him getting faster and faster, and he's now become even more faster. He's leading from Kapadia with about 2 seconds. So yeah, big gains for him, and all he has to do is keep that lead. I hope I do not curse him because we did talk about him in Spa, and towards the end he did spin, unfortunately. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but yeah, we hope it's a good race towards the end.
Also, yeah, Kapadia and Bhaskar are really, really close together. So, Nitro, can we quickly just go on both them in the background as well? Yeah, there we go. I think that's Athul trying to go for a move down the inside of the last and final corner and getting really close. Both of them, of course, side by side. But Kapadia getting a better exit compared to that BMW. Maybe even a little more of straight line speed.
Sorry,
oh, yeah, sorry. There we go. But yeah, it's like he is really very close. All over the back of that McLaren right there, and still trying to go for a move, but of course not the right place over here. Maybe by the end of this lap he might be able to go for a move towards the final sector. But yeah, he has got up. Of course, I think he qualified P6, has gained a couple of positions and now is on the charge trying to get Kapadia and then maybe even go for Shakunt in the 35 minutes that's left of this race.
Yeah, and we know how quick Athul is. I mean, he is one of the quickest drivers in LMU. So yeah, he will be just trying to put the most amount of pressure he can. So Kapadia makes a mistake, and once that is done, I think Athul will be chasing down Shakun for the lead. So while that is going on, we can see one Mali who is Fury, who is leading the pack, who's been closely chased by Rao, and Fury is also on controller. So yeah, we got a good mix, of controller and wheel players, and we can see, they are able to keep up no matter what the equipment is.
Oh yeah, that's lovely to see that, even... Oh, and that's a mistake by Kapadia right there. This is the perfect time for Athul to try and make a move. But it looks like even he hasn't had the best of exits there. Of course, we did see Kapadia going onto the grass and might have lost quite a bit of time. But yeah, he's... Oh, there we go. A send down the inside.
Okay, and he gets a switchback.
That's some really good racing right there. Both of them going side by side yet again. But what a switchback that is. Absolute crazy send by Athul. But Kapadia just taking the inner line. And this is just helping Patil to just eke that gap back in and get back into the battle for P2. And all this while, Shakunt is just chilling in the lead, 3.5 second gap now, and yeah, these guys are fighting it out. You can see Shakunt in the front of that shot as well, and wow, the battle is really kicking out.
I mean, Kapadia didn't give literally anything. He was like, I'm not giving up this position, you can do whatever you want, I'm not giving up, and he has kept that position, and now we can see he's under pressure from Athul, who's about to send it down the hairpin. Will he make the move stick? He goes round the outside. He has to cut the track, and I'm sure that's a track limit. And we can see Patil, who's about to make a move on Athul. And will he make it? He's going side by side. And will he make the move? He's still going side by side. I mean, this is absolute brilliant racing. He makes slight contact, but Bhaskar keeps the position. And yeah, it's going to be another round in the upcoming lap.
Yeah, Athul Bhaskar right there was obviously trying to attack and then had to turn on his defenses because Patil was right there. The whole battle between him and Kapadia has helped the guy at the back just catch up. And of course, Patil was P1 during the quali. Maybe there was a bit of sandbagging going on, who knows. But yeah, in the race, he's still P4, still, can get at least onto the podium if not go for the win. But yeah, as of now, the win it looks pretty secure for Shakunt if he doesn't make any mistakes and just keeps his lap times clean, because right now he does have the fastest lap, which is 203.065. And yeah, we see again Athul on board here. We can see his throttle inputs as well, at least especially coming out of the final corner. He has he gets the gap down quite a bit, loses a bit on the straight over here, and all of the first sector, he's right behind the car in front, which is McLaren of Kapadia. So really good racing, overall here.
Yeah, exactly. And it's good to see that all the drivers are going elbows out. I mean, they're not backing off, even though it's pre-season. All these drivers are getting up to speed. There are some new drivers, obviously, and you would think they would be a little bit hesitant, but nothing like that. They are elbows out. They want the position no matter what it is, whether they're fighting for P2 or P1 or P20. They are pushing, and we can see Athul trying to go for that move. He's not getting that gap, not getting it nailed, but yeah, all he has to do from his side is just mount the pressure and hope that Kapadia cracks. It looks like it's not happening, but yeah, that's I guess what Athul will be trying to do.
Athul is trying to take all the different lines here, just going off the racing line, and there we go, side by side, trying to make a move on Kapadia here, but Kapadia is doing a very good job of defending. But right here, going on the inside, again a bit of contact. Athul not leaving anything for, let's say the stewards
Yeah.
or any penalties. But yeah, everything on track right now. Again, Patil right there behind them, and we can see that Athul right now has more, pace compared to the McLaren in front, which is Kapadia. But Kapadia is doing a very, very good job of placing his car where it needs to be, and the defense from him has been really good. I think it's been 4 or 5 laps now, and Athul hasn't been able to make a move. This is a perfect spot for him. He does go down the inside quite a bit here, but now trying to go around the outside, but does break quite a bit, which lets the BMW of Patil also get very close.
And he makes contact. I mean, oh my god. I mean, none of them are leaving any margin. Are they, Swagger? I mean, they are just going down. I mean, look at Athul now. He's trying to go down the inside. I think he should be able to stick this move. The inside line is much better, and he does get the move done. So, yeah, now I think Athul will be focused on getting to oxygen. He's 5 seconds ahead. He's pulled a massive gap, and Athul will be hunting him down for the win.
Oh yeah, that's a very good move. Has been fighting for it quite a bit, and yeah, we did see, I think, Patil having a bit of a contact, and that exit was really bad for him. And talking about contacts, we have Commentator, and I think that's Shirsagar in front of him, and there's a bit more contact. Gets spun out, and wow, the way I even started that whole segment, it's perfect now. But yeah, Sai Kiran is sorry,
and now Kiran is trying to make a move on Kanak. I mean, it's like you make one contact and then there's a car right behind to poach that position. So yeah, it looks very, very feisty right now.
Kiran still behind Kanak Satam, though. We have seen some good defenses from him in the last season as well, and now in just in the pre-season. This is not even the main season races, but yeah, just in the pre-season itself, we have such great battle. This track, even though it's very bumpy, it's quite hard to survive, as some would say. It provides us with some great racing, very close to each other, and yeah, maybe a few contacts here and there as well, but yeah overall very good racing and very close racing.
Yeah, I mean, we have, drivers who have spent, I would say, probably a week practicing, tweaking setups. They must be watching onboards. And then I'm sure there are also drivers who's just joined 5 minutes back and said, you know what, I'm just going to run the default setup and just hope for the best. So, yeah, we're getting to see literally a very diverse grid. And, and that I think that's what makes this grid and this racing very exciting.
Well, and I have a bit of stats for you. So Athul Bhaskar has set the fastest lap, which is a 202.4, which is almost 7/10 faster than the car in front, which is the leader, of course. And yeah, we see a battle between Aaradhya Gupta and Jay Patil. Aaradhya Gupta, out of nowhere, has overtaken Jay Patil, and I think Patil was fighting for P3 at one point. So definitely has lost a bit of pace, but yeah, has gotten overtaken by Aaradhya, but still will have a chance to maybe re-overtake with the help of, let's say, a slipstream. But yeah, while getting back to what I was saying before, Athul Bhaskar is completely flying right now, almost 7/10 faster than the cars in front, and yeah, that's pretty good racing right there by Bhaskar. I think the sandbags are off, and he's trying to catch up to the lead and get P1 now.
Yeah, I think he was just stuck behind Kapadia. Kapadia was doing great defense. Shout out to him. And now once Athul is passed, he's trying to hunt him down, and we can see Patil, who is very, very close to Aaradhya. He is starting on pole, and now you're fifth. So obviously, you don't want that. You do want to get up to the podium at least. So right now for him, it is just try to be consistent, not try to make any mistakes, and I'm sure he'll be able to make the move stick. And with Aaradhya, doing a great job. He went a bit quiet, but now he's ramping up the pace, and we can see him climbing up the grid.
Yeah, we still have 26 minutes left in this session, and it looks like Shakunt will get passed by Bhaskar if he keeps up this pace. Of course, he's taken almost yet another second off of him. The gap is down to 2.9 seconds, almost 3 seconds now. But yeah, it was at 5 seconds when these guys were fighting. So yeah, this is interesting to see if they'll be able to, catch back up. And talking about catching back up, we have Deepak Raj right on screen. He's 21st now. He did have a contact or, let's say an incident. But yeah, he's slowly catching back up to A. Gilbert in front. And let's see if he can at least get in the top 15, if not the top 10. We know he has a pace, but yeah, that's a long line to just go back up to, let's say, the fighting spots or even points positions.
Yeah, and I think they obviously there'll be drivers who will be making their pit stops for fuel. So it's not done yet. We do have a lot of time. So yeah, and as you're talking about Deepak, we can see him sending down the inside into turn one, and yeah, he does make the move stick easy move for him, and yeah, now he will be chasing after. Who is it? Who is he chasing after? The Nitro. Could you let me know who's up ahead?
It is Vijay Carbo in front of. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Vijay. I think he's new to IRC. I haven't seen him. So yeah, we can see now how this battle goes on.
Yeah, Vijay Cabo, I think a pretty new name in the community. I don't think I've seen him before, but yeah, Eskirin trying to go for a move down the inside here, but no. Tarari is keeping that bike. Bike? What am I talking about? But yeah, the car in the right positions. But yeah, Eskirin, of course, he did overtake a couple of guys in. Oh, actually, he was right behind Satam. So Talari has overtaken Eskirin here, I think, because it was. Satam
yes,
and
Kiran was chasing Satam, so yeah, he has been.
Yeah, so he's definitely, I think, either trying to catch back up or just getting overtaken by other people now. And yeah, overall, I think we are at a point where it's a very chill kind of drive for these guys, just trying to be consistent. And wait, while we're talking about that, Athul Bhaskar has caught up to Shakunt. He's only 7/10 away from the race leader. What a crazy race he's been having. Radhe Radhe, P3. And yeah, Athul Bhaskar in P2, really close to Shakunt in P1. And Nitro, can we quickly go on to that?
Ooh, okay. There's a slight mistake or something has happened. Athul has lost about 2.5 seconds. We saw him losing control of the car, so we don't know what exactly happened. But yeah, I think Athul is pushing really hard. Maybe it happened just so that he had a loss of traction. But yeah, I think he's going to be hunting down oxygen again. And there's 23 minutes to go, so there's still time to make up that gap.
Well, we know he does have the pace, but let's see if he has the tires towards the end. And can he catch back up to Shakunt? He was literally under a second away from him. And yeah, he's now back to almost 1.8 seconds. So we'll see how that goes when he does get close. Back now on board with Kiran, who is under pressure from Afzan, who I think has overtaken Faizan. Oh no, Faizan is up in P7 now. So a pretty good, decent race by him as well. But yeah, Afzan doing a okayish job trying to attack, but yeah, has lost quite a bit of time and now is under pressure from Sulfi, who's behind him. And there we go. I think that's the first set of pit stops.
Yeah, and we can see Aaradhya is into the pits, Patil is into the pits, Rao, Dalari. I mean, yeah, and once they have fueled up, it's back again on track. And I don't think all the drives will be changing for a new set of tires. You can, it's completely optional, but yeah, and we get to see how they get on, because the one thing about this track, it is very hot. It literally melts. Your tires melt like ice, and yeah, and once the tire grip is gone, it's going to be a little bit difficult to keep it on track. So we'll see how the drivers get on with it.
I was thinking about this where, of course, we were on board Athul, just went on board Athul when he almost lost the car as well. Maybe it's because of the tires, but kind of shocking that he didn't come into the pits for maybe a change. And we did see, at least especially in the last season, he was really, meticulous and let's say, overall, he was very optimized with his pit stop strategies, because whenever he used to go into the pits and come out, he always used to be in P1, which was kind of, I would say, weird, but at the same time, it's like black magic, where he just goes into the pits, comes out, and yeah, he's just right up in front, trying to just go for the win. So let's see if he can pull some kind of a trick like that in this race as well. Of course, they need to pit once at least, and I think this is the perfect time for everyone to come in. And yeah, as of now, though, I think the leader after pitting is Aaradhya Gupta.
I don't know if you noticed, Athul closed in a 2-second gap within a lap, and he was just 4/10 while entering the pits. So Athul has been pushing like crazy, and I'm sure Oxygen will be coming out ahead, but he's going to be very close with Athul, and we know how quick Athul is, and he's not going to leave that position, just like that. He's going to take it if he gets the opportunity.
Oh yeah, and whoa, talking about opportunities, we have a McLaren just overtaking the Porsche right there. I think the Porsche made a mistake, went into the grass, and yeah, that's a free position for him, I think.
Yeah, and we can see Fury making that position, and he's up to 14th, and yeah, Sulfi will be furious with that overtake, but that's the name of the game, and hopefully Fury can now push and try to catch Afsan for P30.
Yeah, a lot of, I think even the leaders and everyone are back in, of course, they're in the pits. And yeah, this time, I think the magic hasn't worked. Bhaskar is still almost 3 seconds behind Shagan. So Shagan doing a really good job. And talking about doing a good job, Pahuja has been able to keep Jersey behind him. I've been looking at the sheet quite a bit, and yeah, they've been having a pretty decent battle, and McLaren has been able to stay in front. Can the BMW go for a move? And yes, he does. Just outbreaks himself, goes onto the grass completely, loses another position to the guy behind in the BMW, and yeah, that's pretty much like, you know what, have fun with the position, enjoy.
Exactly. And Oxygen came out about 3 seconds ahead, and now Athul is cutting down the gap again. So Athul, for some reason, he's having to play catch up every couple of laps, and he's cutting down the time. So yeah, it's we can see how quick Athul is, and right as we speak, we can see Talari trying to make a move on S. Kiran, but just cannot manage. And yeah, he'll have to try to make that move into the hairpin while he has to defend from the beamer behind. And he has lost position, and I guess he's going to lose another one.
That's really unfortunate for him.
Yeah, is Afzan going to be making that move? I mean, the Porsche does have a good straight line. Let's see if he can make a move down the hairpin. He has to go around the outside. It's not the ideal line. And no, he cannot. And Talari keeps the position. Sorry.
Talari right now is under pressure. He was trying to, I think, pressure the guy in front, but yeah, Afzan trying to go for a move, maybe on the inside, but no, thinks otherwise, just stays behind. Of course, they will have a chance in the coming laps as well as the final penultimate corners. And yeah, Kanak Saitam right now is right behind Faizan, trying to make a move here. We've seen these two guys, battling out earlier as well. And Faizan was doing a pretty good job. Kanak, of course, after all the pit stop phase, has come back, and yeah, he's in a prime spot right now to make an overtake. But yeah, we'll have to see how everything pans out, because the guys, of course, the guys in front, P1 and P2, are almost 10 seconds in front of the rest of the field. So we have Patil, who's in P4, Rao in P5, and Kapadia has dropped down to P6. So something definitely has gone wrong for him there. Motwani trying to go for a move, or maybe just defend that move from Afzan. Down the inside goes the beamer. Afzan can get around the outside to keep the position, but no, it looks like Motwani has a better exit. But yeah, of course, Afzan just trying to go for a move, but yeah, that's a pretty good defense by Motwani right now.
Yeah, I think Afzan went over that curb a little bit. I mean, he got a taste of the freedom, but yeah, it's unfortunate, and yeah, he'll have to now start mounting pressure on Motwani, and we can see a car, and we can see Joji crash into the wall. So what, we do not know what happened there. If it was just contact with another driver, or he made a mistake, because it is on a straight and it is pretty wide there, so we don't know what exactly happened. But yeah, he has made that mistake, and oh, okay. We can see Kumar also out on track on the grass. So I guess they made contact with each other, because that's very unfortunate. That yeah, because I'm sure they must have had some sort of suspension damage. The crash looked a bit too harsh.
Yeah, a few of them just going onto the grass and stuff, and yeah, back to the battle now. Patil and Aradhya Gupta back at it again. Patil is just just sniffing that podium spot, but just outside of it for quite a long time. And yeah, he's just, I think the consistency is there, but not there at the same time, because he gets close, has a bit of contact, just falls back, and then tries to catch back up again. Tries to go for a move around the outside. That's a pretty decent line. We did see that it didn't work last time around, but can Patil make it work? Aradhya Gupta pushing him towards the wall. There's quite a lot of gap there, of course, but yeah, getting a better exit compared to Patil, and keeps that P3 for now.
Yeah, and could we go to Athul? He's only 3 tenths away from Shakun. Nitro, could you please go onto the camera? Okay, so we can see Athul, okay, there's also back marker while he's trying to catch Shakun. I mean, we have seen Athul, just hunting him down. He's just taking these rogue lines, putting fear into Shakunt. But yeah, Shakunt right now is absorbing all that pressure, not making any significant mistakes. And yeah, let's see how Athul uses all of his pace to get past Shakunt to get that P1.
We're getting some interesting camera angles as well from Nitro, but yeah, it's going on board, the front nose cam, whatever. But yeah, we're getting all kinds of different camera angles here for P1, the battle for, let's say, the victory. But yeah, right now Athul has caught up to the back of Shakunt and putting in some really good fast laps as well. And yeah, after the pit stop, he's just been pushing and pushing. Of course, we saw him pushing in at the start as well. I think he was sandbagging during the quali, because out of nowhere, he's just been faster and almost a second faster compared to the rest of the field. So yeah, a lot of pace just getting unleashed now. So let's see, can he go for a move in the penultimate turn, or maybe into turn 1, because this place is not the best for an overtake. And whoa, he had to brake quite a lot there not to make contact with Shakunt. And yeah, it's like this is a prime spot for Athul to try and go for a move. He's gone down the inside of the other cars into turn 1, but yeah, I think he's just a tad bit too far for making a move this time around.
Yeah, and while we're watching this battle, Aaradhya, Patil did make a move on Aaradhya, because Patil is up to P3 now, so we have missed that. So yeah, I think Patil is making some making a comeback after all that chaos that he went through the first half of the race. So some sort of redemption for him, and yeah, we'll be looking at their timings to make sure they get very close. We have 2 battles, one for the lead and one for the final position, final point of the.
Yeah, just looking at these guys again, very very close. Even though Athul is faster, we did see him go almost a second faster as soon as he overtook Kapadia. But Kapadia was doing a very good job of defending, and Shakunt very very under pressure now. You can see he's taking some different lines, at least compared to Athul, and Athul has been just being off the racing line completely, and it seems to be working for him. Of course, he's gone faster as well with his fastest lap. But yeah, even now, the gap to the guy in P3, which is Patil, who has actually overtaken Aradhya Gupta, the gap just keeps growing bigger and bigger. It's 10 seconds now, and the gap between Athul, Bhaskar and Shakunt is just 0.3 of a second. So it's going to be interesting to see where Athul will end up. Will there be any contact? Will he be able to make a move, a clean move, like he's been doing till now? So yeah, we'll just have to wait and watch.
Yeah, and this just shows how okay, and he does send it down the inside. Will he be able to keep that position? We can see how close he is to Oxygen. I mean, he tried to go for a move, but I think Oxygen had a little bit better of an exit. And yeah, this battle is not going to stop. No one's giving up. They are coming across some back markers and they are moving out of the way, not hindering any of the racing going on, and that's good to know, good to see. But yeah, no one's giving. Literally, there's no leeway giving at all. It's just going on and on and on.
Oh yeah, the last I think 2 laps it's just been racing for both of these guys. Maybe it just the thing is Athul is just showing his presence and waiting for Shakunt to make a mistake, and there we go. He goes down the inside, a bit of contact right there on the curb as well. Not the best place to overtake, but yeah, Athul is giving his best on track and trying to make his Monday evening fun one, and trying to get P1, of course. That's his plan, but Shakunt doing whatever he can to just keep that P1 off of Athul. And yeah, you can just see he's just pushing the car in front and try to go for a move down the inside over here, but again it's not just enough space, and there's a contact and he spins off.
Contact and he spins. Okay, that must be light damage, and yeah, it's just unfortunate. He was a bit too eager, and yeah, now he is down to, I believe, P4, yeah, and P5. So yeah, that just shows you have to be a bit patient. I mean, I understand where Athul is coming from. He's been chasing Shakunt for a while right now. It must have been getting a little bit impatient, and yeah, it's just unfortunate that happened. And yeah, Shakunt is now about 8 seconds into the lead with less than 9 minutes to go. So easy days for him, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think anyone behind Shakunt right now has the pace to maybe even catch up or overtake. Of course, we saw that a person who's almost a second faster, which is Athul, compared to these guys, he did catch up, but yeah, unfortunately, he was not able to make the move. Yeah, maybe if he just waited a bit more going into the third sector, he might have just got it done in either the last or the first turn. But yeah, just unlucky for him. Had the contact, but at least Shakunt unscathed. He has been putting in some very good laps. Of course, 8-second gap to battle behind him, and Aaradhya, of course, getting a free gift of P3 in 10.5 seconds behind the leader. So yeah, overall, pretty decent.
Pretty decent, yeah. I think Aaradhya just got George Russell's podium. Was just there, and now he has a free podium in his hand. So I mean, there is still 7 minutes 45 seconds to go. I mean, we have seen how quick Athul is. He could still catch up to Aaradhya if he locks in. So let's see if he can somewhat redeem and get into the podium. It's not going to be easy, but yeah, it's not going to be easy. It's going to take a while. And what are your thoughts on the other races? We're obviously watching the battles up ahead, but there have been drivers like Kanak, who's since 7th. He started, I think, pretty much last, and Rao, who also started further behind. So yeah, these guys are up into the top 7. So I guess they are also been doing a good job, isn't it?
Well, as someone currently wrote in chat, it's like Radhe Russell, do nothing, get P3. That's what Aradhya Gupta is doing right now. And yeah, pretty decent job. It's just P3 relaxing there. Will definitely get a podium unless he, of course, makes a mistake. But yeah, there's no one close to him. So unless he wins it, I think he should be fine for a P3. And yeah, Kanak, again, just I think going for a move on Rao, going down the inside. That's a perfect line to make the move as well. Rao has to break. He gets position fair and square. Kanak is up to P6 and can actually try and get Kapadia as well, because he's only, I think, almost a second in front of him.
Second
So
down, yeah.
P5 is up for grabs for Kanak here.
Yeah, and he's been driving a brilliant pace as well. We didn't see him as much, but you know, he's been pushing. He's been like that silent killer. You know, while we were talking up ahead, you know, he's just taking moves one by one. So good to see Kanak chasing for a top 5 finish, starting from the back of the grid. Also, one person, Swagger, that we are missing with the VC, who is usually there, is Simple Whitey. I mean, he's not there today. He is a bit busy, but yeah, I think usually he's there, and it's always a fun person to have in the comps.
Yeah, I've heard that, you know, everyone might loves him. So yeah, we'll have to see, you know, maybe till next week or the weekend. He might come back, and yeah, he'll probably, you know, join for the comms as well. But yeah, overall, just for the pre-season race, this has been a very, very, I would say hectic, but a lot of contact. And there we go, yet again, a bit of contact there on screen. But yeah, there's been a few couple of contacts here and there. Very good racing as well, side by sides. We've seen great defenses from like the likes of Kapadia as well as Shakunt for the lead. And yeah, some recovery drives from people like Deepak, who gets very close to Samuel.
Very close.
And yeah, I think even Kanak, who did a very good job. Even Faizan has done a pretty good job of getting in the top 10. So yeah, overall pretty decent racing from these guys. And yeah, kind of clean, I would say.
Yeah, and yeah, we have seen a lot of good racing. We have not seen anyone sending it from 3 zip codes behind. You know, it's good to know that, you know, drivers are being very cautious in a good way. You know, not making audacious attempts on overtakes. We did see some contacts, but it wasn't that bad. So yeah, it's still pre-season race. This is where everyone is getting up to grips, learning the track, you know, learning their cars. Obviously, these are not the cars they will be racing with. It's not confirmed. They have a plethora of cars to choose from. So yeah, I think every race they're just getting used to the track, the car, and yeah, once the season starts, yeah, we'll get to see you know, these drivers with hopefully the same cars or maybe different cars. Who knows? But the racing is going to be exciting. So yeah, I'm really excited for the coming season.
Oh yeah, the last season itself was really nice, and yeah, there was a lot of very close racing, just like what we have right now on screen. It is Kanak catching up to Kapadia, trying to go for a move around the outside, and he'll obviously become a left-hander after this, so he will get the inside. And is that a move done? No, Kapadia around the outside. We've seen some very good defensive driving from him, and we see it yet again. Even though he is, I think, right now in P5, he's doing a very good job of defending this position from Kanak, who has been, you know, on a charge to try and get as high as possible on track. And he's in P6 now, very close to Kapadia, who is, I think there's a lot of gap between him and Athul Bhaskar in front. So this would be a fight for P5 here. Can Kanak get it towards the end of this race? There's not much. There's only 2.5 minutes left in the race. So yeah, there's like final moments for Kanak to try and make a move.
Yeah. Yeah, and as a fellow Mumbaiker, I just hope that Kanak does make the move because I have to support him. But yeah, you know, Kanak has been pushing quite a bit, and we can see that. And yeah, there's still some time to go. There's about 2 minutes to go, and yeah, at least 2 laps of racing, and hopefully Kanak can find that perfect gap and make that move to get a top 5 finish after starting from the back of the grid.
Well, talking about back of the grid, we have Joji, who is at the back of the grid, but holding up Kapadia here. Of course, there's no blue flags as of now, but yeah, he has slowed them down quite a lot, which helps Rao get back into the mix. But I think Kanak has the best chance and best opportunity to overtake here. Will be, of course, pushed wide, not wide, but yeah, on the outside line. And again, a very good defensive drive from Kapadia right here, and now he just has to make sure that Rao gets to the back of Kanak and put some let's say pressure on Kanak so that Kapadia can try and make a gap away from these two. He's been doing that earlier as well, so it's almost the end of this race. Can he just focus up and get the car home? Last minute of the race remaining.
Yeah, and we don't want to be seen a move like what Athul has done. Oh, and I think we have cursed him. Okay, and that he went over the curb and to the grass and did hit the wall. I think that's significant damage on his car. It's I think I've absolutely cursed him, and I don't think I'll be getting a verdict in my way anytime soon for that curse. Anyways, we can see Kapadia up to P5 and Rao up to P6. So I think this, if it is the way this is, then I think that is your top 6 for the race. I mean, what can we say about Oxygen Swagger? I mean, I guess it's been an incredible race for him.
Oh yeah, start to finish, he's just been there. We're talking about that in quali as well. He did a very good lap to put himself in P1. Had a just was able to stay away from all the drama, all the contacts. Did get tabbed a bit by Bhaskar, who did spin out after that as well. And whoa, what amazing racing between the Porschas as well. Both of them just going side by side, Afzan and Sufi. Of course, we have seen Afzan in the last season as well, and that's checker flag. That's almost a photo finish for those two. But I think Sulfi was just in front of Afzan right there. But yeah, coming back to Arav Shakunt or Oxygen, he's had a very, very good race overall, and yeah, just maintaining that 10-second gap. Now it's down to 6 seconds, but he doesn't have to push anymore. The guys who are pushing are Kanak and Faizan, who are fighting it out for P7 now. Kanak was, talk about that. Faizan almost losing the car, almost goes into the barrier, but good save by him. And he, I think, will finish in P8 because Murfani is almost 10 seconds behind him. So yeah, Kanak Satham, a very good drive by him as well in P7. And yeah, overall, that's some great defensive drive by Kapadia as well to keep P5. We've seen him defend from Athul Bhaskar. We've seen him defend from, I think, Aaradhya as well. And now a very good defensive move, and like overall a defensive lap, I would say, against Kanak as well.
Yeah, it's been incredible, the racing today, Swagger. I mean, we have seen so many close battles, contacts, especially the racing between Athul and Arav. I mean, amazing. We had just lap after lap of them pushing. It's just unfortunate for that contact, but regardless, I mean, it's been fantastic from both of them.
Yeah, I'd say fantastic race from pretty much everyone here. They showed up on Monday evening, and yeah, we were able to just put in a lot of laps, 40 minutes of racing for these guys, and I think 10 minutes of quali as well. And yeah, we've had a good time in the comm box as well, with these guys just going out, trying to just make moves on each other. And yeah, some of them were very, very good moves, some great attacks, some great defenses, and some great T-bones as well. But yeah, we move.
Yeah, I mean, I guess tonight we learned a lot from the drivers, especially the top 3. We know they have practiced, and whoever finished, let's say in the lower half, maybe by their own or by not their own, it's just unfortunate for them. So congratulations to Oxygen in the win. I guess he's a true master of the Sebring bumps. And for anyone else who did not finish in the position you intended, just remember it wasn't your fault, it was America's. So yeah, I guess that was the racing for tonight.
Well, overall, a very good race. We had some, good movements as well. And yeah, you guys can join IRC from the link in the description, I guess. And I get to say, I think we can wrap up the stream now, Daki.
Yeah, we absolutely can. So Good night. Thanks for joining us tonight for this incredible pre-season race. We'll see you soon with the league. It is coming up shortly. We'll be evaluating all the drivers as they go, and yeah, see you guys very soon. So this is Dark Knight signing out with Swagger as my co-host and Nitro streaming. So thanks everyone, and stay tuned for more events.